Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. I haven't closed out my budget for a couple of months now. It's something that I don't really consistently do, but I do like to do it every now and then, just so you guys can have like an idea of how I close my budget, because I do it off screen. I truly enjoy the type of layouts I have on my little planner. Even though I offer a lot of different stickers, I only use a couple of them, and as you guys know, I use the debt tracker, sinking funds for the month, the budget sheet, and then I use the expenses, savings challenge, and then sinking funds here, and then I use the paycheck 1 through 5 right here, and I swear by it. Like, this has been a system that I've loved so much, and it's just something that I bring into my shop, and I hope you guys can kind of make it your own and kind of show me how you guys are incorporating these stickers, or even like imitating my layouts through pen and highlighter. That's also an option, because that's what I did before when I didn't have my sticker cutter and didn't have money to buy inks and sticker paper, because it's definitely an investment. We're also going to be counting money today. I'm going to show you guys like how I deplete all of my bills envelope, as well as kind of count how much sinking funds we have on each category, and that's going to be this right here. But let's discuss this first. Debt tracker, as you guys can see, this is how much debt, because in the beginning of the month I don't really have all the numbers for you guys because I don't have the numbers set up, but at the end of the month it's pretty clear how much we have. So here are my minimums, and I'm actually going to be able to pay $325 into my Robin's credit card. I haven't done that yet. The money is still in my envelope. I will show you guys next video, which is the beginning of the month of October. So I'm just gonna put that here. Additional is $325 towards this credit card. So total is $325, because I like to focus one credit card at a time. So that has been working out for us really well. So we're gonna skip the sinking funds right now because we're gonna count the money here in a little bit. And I already kind of wrote down the totals here. So as you guys can see, we have gotten more than we thought on every paycheck, which I'm so blessed to be able to say that. And I don't know if that's going to be the same for next month. So you guys can see, you know, I budgeted $800 every paycheck, and we were blessed with $500, and we were blessed with 5 paychecks for the month of September, and these are the numbers. And we were over by $200 and something. For these, let's fill these out together. So this one, instead of 232, so this one is actually 224 was our minimum payments, plus the 325 extra. So that's 549 into our debt that we've put in. And then phone is 163. And like I told you guys, this one was over by 5. It was 123 instead of 117. And then gas, still 100. Wi-Fi was 72. Yeah, 72. And then subscriptions, 28. Rent, 907. And electric was 128. So now let's combine it. So 549 plus 163. I'm so slow at this because I really can't see, and if I put my face close to where I can see, you guys won't be able to see because my head will be all over the camera. 28, 907, 128. So that's 2,070. And for food did get, this one's correct, 600, and then allowance is 450. That is correct. Sinking funds is 300. Miscellaneous is 50. Birthday is 300. And let's count our challenges here. So we have 65 plus 150 there, 50 plus another 50 there. So that's 165 for our challenges. And we're just gonna total everything out. So we have 600 plus 450 plus 300 plus 50 plus 300 plus 165 equals 1865. So the numbers at the end might not reflect really well. I hope it does, because this part is always what's frustrating to me, because it never adds up. I'm not very good at trying to make it add up, because you've guys seen how I budget these things. So this one was 1865. So let's just total this together. So 2070 plus 1865 equals 3935 is their spending for the month. So that's pretty good. It's still way over budget than what we'll have next month. We'll definitely have to make cuts. My challenges probably won't get filled, or my what do you call this, or some of my sinking funds. We'll definitely see how every paycheck's gonna be, because next month, like I told you guys, is gonna be where our insurance is gonna hit. So our paycheck is definitely gonna lessen. I'm definitely gonna try to counter that with my shop, and hopefully my husband gets promoted and, you know, kind of get us back into where we're at right now, because this is really good. You know, it's exactly what we need. There's some extra money. We're not like super living paycheck to paycheck. So our total income for the month is 4,262, and our debt payment is 549, and that includes the extra debt payment as well as the minimum payments for the debt. And then the savings, we have 111 here, we got 51 here, got 100 there, 52, and then I think 39 for this last paycheck. Yeah, 39 for paycheck number 5, 39. So we're at 353 in our savings. So that's not bad. I think that's really, really good, and we're able to get all of our needs as well as give us money for our birthdays. I think that's really good, and put some extra money into our debt. So that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and count our sinking funds as well as our challenges, and maybe exchange some money. For this binder, I'm actually gonna take away the ones that are supposed to be just in cash, that doesn't go to our cushion. So our rent is one of them, and my husband's phone is another one, because the rent goes to a money order, and then this goes to Mingo's parents. So that is separated. So this is how I do it every month. I just don't show you guys. And then the rest we deposit to the bank as, you know, payment to my cushion, because my cushion takes care of the bills that are due for the rest of the month. Because as you guys know, there's different due dates for all of these. They're not all due at the end of the month. So I just pay everything with my cushion, and then I pay my cushion back at the end of the month. So yes, this goes back to the cushion, as well as the, what do you call this, the bank envelope, which I'll show you guys. Because if I use the cushion card as payment, for example, if we're gonna do a Kroger pickup, that gets taken out of our cushion, because they don't take cash and we use cash. So we just put that back in the, what do you call this, the bank envelope. So this one's all empty, so that's good to restart for the next month of October. And this goes to the bank. Let me grab this right here. So this is the bank envelope that I was talking about. So this one has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 25, 30. It's 230. So that just gets all mixed in there as a big pile in there. And now let's take out, let's count this. I'm gonna put this in the bank as well, actually. So emergency fund is 325. This one gets put into the bank. This is gonna be part of my cushion, and if there's anything extra in my cushion, I put that into savings. With the times right now, I really don't feel comfortable going really hard on debt. That might not be what you agree with. It's just right now it seems like everything's just not going well for everyone, and I would just like to have a little bit of savings just in case we need it. So it's just been really working for us, but we're still, you know, trying to pay debt simultaneously. So this 325 will go into the cushion, will go into the bank. So this debt right here is going to be a separate pile, so that goes right there, and we're going to be restarting the month. So that's how I close out my month. I just like to show you guys, and then I like to count how much I've saved up for every challenge that I do have, and I keep in track of that right here. So my challenges are on the green, and when I add something I put green, when I subtract it's gonna be red. So challenges, we started out $115 on the $5 savings challenge, and now we have 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I'm gonna put 135. I'm gonna put 135 at the end balance. You guys have seen me do this a couple of times now. So 135 minus 115, so that's $20 difference in our $5 savings challenge. And I don't really budget for my $5 savings challenge. It's only when I see an extra $5, and that goes with the, what do you call this, with my $10 as well. So now we have 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now we have 100. So that's another $20 difference. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the green. Let's just do this. Plus 20. Seems a little bit more work, but I just like color coordinating. So $50 savings challenge. I will also not switch this out, but we started out with 750. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $900. 900. So that's gonna be, all right, I can't do math, so just to make sure, minus 750. It's 150 additional. So we're gonna move on to our sinking fund. So this is the one we're gonna count and exchange money to. I use the piles of money here to exchange for the hundreds and whatever kind of, I stay away from $50 bills just because they're hassle to count. So for the Mija one, we've reached 800, so I'm gonna switch this out. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm gonna take this 100, switch this out, and put it back in here. So that's 810. And we started out the month with 760. So 810 minus 760 is $50. I think for most of this it's gonna be $50, except for the sinking funds that I used. So we've exchanged the money, and we have written down how much we've progressed on that envelope. And then the medical one, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I'm gonna grab 3 20s and exchange that so it's easier to count. So that's 165. 165 minus 115 is another $50. And this might seem like a lot of thing to do, but it's therapeutical to my brain, and it also allows me to set up more goals for us to kind of visualize everything that I have here and how much we've been progressing. It's definitely not for everyone, especially for people that are on the go all the time, but for me it just helps us out, and I can kind of lay down what we have here for, you know, my husband and I to work with. And you know, we all budget differently. It's never the same for everyone. So here on our gifts, we have 265, so that's a $10 difference, because we did use this because our friends had their birthday. So 265, so 10. That's still an additional, which, you know, it's always good to have that. And then Christmas, we started out with 480, and I think now we have 510, but let me change this out. 100. So let's see. Okay, so this is 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm going to take out the 100 here, switch them out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 530. So I think that's another $50 difference. 530 to our 480. That's $50. Family time, I think it's also $50 because we haven't really touched this. So 20, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is 100. Let's grab another 100 here. So we'll make sure 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 220. And car maintenance is not going to be 50 because we use the money here for our car tags. So it's not a lot, but I think it's still an additional. So we have two. Let me change this first. And just change these 10s into a 20. So we have 270. Yeah, 270. So 270 minus 245 is what we started out with. That's $25 increase. So let us add these all together and see how much we have on our sinking funds as well as our challenges. So if anything goes wrong, if we don't have enough money in our emergency and savings, we'll definitely pull from here. I'll probably pull from here before I pull from my savings. But we have 810 plus 165, 265, 530, 220, 270, 135, 100, 900. So that's 3,000. Let me double check. Alright, so we were right. I double checked it. So that's 3,395. From our previous one, it was minus 2,907. So we've contributed 425 into the sinking funds and our challenges this month around. So let me just put that here. 425. Okay, so that is it, guys. That's how I wrap up my month. That's how I end the month. That's how I change my money at the end of the month. And that's how I take out all the bills in my bills binder at the end of the month. I hope this inspired you or helped you get through your budget for the month and move on to the next one. September might not be as good for you as it was for us, but I hope the next one will, and I just hope anything after that will just be great for you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to me rant about my budget for the month, but I will see you on my next video. Bye!
You came